The details on these are crazy. We have seen Nike SB take inspiration from absolutely everywhere for their Nike SB Dunks. You could argue that SB Dunks probably have the highest amount of creative freedom when it comes to their designs. And this latest dunk is no different. This time Nike took its inspiration from the sport of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And in this video, I'll be reviewing the Nike SB Dunk Low Albino and Preto. So these will be releasing on the Sneakers app officially on September the 29th. It seems like a lot of skate shops have managed to get this early. The retail price on these will be $130 or 130 euros. So let's get into it. If you saw this shoe on your timelines and you were wondering what the hell is Albino and Preto, not only does it literally translate to black and white in Portuguese, it's also a very popular jiu-jitsu apparel brand, and they're most known for their kimonos or gis as they're referred to. In the past, they have collabed with Medicom on a bear brick, and they've also had a clothing collaboration with Bodega. And Jiu-Jitsu, which is very much a progress-focused sport, that concept has really been incorporated into this shoe by Albino and Preto. Opening up the sneaker, you get your standard SB box, which nowadays comes in cream and gray. And inside the box, you see that the shoes actually come in a paper bag. And you can see on the bag, it says the category, which is Jiu-Jitsu meets skate. You also get this white Nike SB sticker with the sneakers. And getting into the shoe, so on first impression, it seems like a very simple colorway. Most of the upper is done in this fossil color, which we have seen on several Stussy and Nike sneakers in the past, which feature that similar canvas material that you see on these dunks. And you also get some hits of black and white on the swoosh as well as the outsole. It's definitely very clean, but there's a lot more than meets the eye with this pair. First of all, the canvas upper actually features a bunch of different patterns. You'll notice first of all, on the mudguard, there seems to be like a diagonal stripe pattern, whereas on the toe box, it's a bit different. I can see some triangle shapes in there. On the mid panel of the shoe, the canvas there seems to have somewhat of a plaid pattern. And then on the back panel, you have this herringbone pattern. And I believe, and don't quote me on this, I couldn't find much info about this, but it seems like the different knitting patterns you see on the shoe are all of the different types of knits that the kimonos or gis from Albino and Preto come in. You also have that nice AP logo at the back to represent the brand. The tongue of the sneaker also done in a clean fossil color. I think the Nike SB logo looks really nice here in black. And then on the tab behind the tongue, if you just pull it up, you'll see a hidden message there. On the left shoe, it says "Mats don't lie." Of course, referring to jiu-jitsu mats. And then on the right pair, it says "common ground" to represent the commonalities between jiu-jitsu and skateboarding. But definitely what's most interesting about this shoe though is what lies underneath this canvas upper. This is where the sneaker really showcases that concept of progression in jiu-jitsu. Just like the belt system, which starts off at white, and then once you become a grandmaster, you get the red belt. The panels underneath the sneaker also represent the different belt colors. And the concept is the more you skate on these, the more that this canvas starts to rip. It's sort of like you're starting to earn your stripes as well as a skateboarder, similar to how you would earn yourself a higher level belt in jiu-jitsu. And that I thought was just a very cool detail. On the swoosh of the sneaker, which is done in black, you can see also these white stripes, which also indicates the stripes that you earn in jiu-jitsu. The more stripes you have on your belt, the closer you are to obtaining the next rank or the next color. And what's also very interesting is that you can actually also cut off the swoosh, and you'll notice that it is red underneath, signifying the last major hurdle you face in jiu-jitsu, which is obtaining that red belt. And I just thought that was some pretty cool execution and storytelling from Nike SB, so definitely good job. The standard laces that come with the sneaker are also very cool. You'll notice that they're not exactly flat laces and they're not exactly round either. It's kind of like an in-between lace, and that's because the texture and feel of these laces are supposed to feel just like the belts that you get in jiu-jitsu. It's a pretty subtle detail, but once again, pretty cool. And speaking of laces, you get a lot of them, guys. In total, we're talking 6 extra pairs of laces. They are flat style laces, and if you haven't already figured out, yes, of course, these laces represent the different grades of belts you get in jiu-jitsu. You'll also notice on the aglets of the laces, you have those stripes. I thought that was pretty awesome as well, especially as a sneakerhead. You love when you get these many lacing options on your sneakers because you totally change the look of the sneaker depending depending on the lace you choose to wear, so I think that's great. Just makes the shoes a lot more fun. You also get some really cool insoles with this pair. It seems like they made an entire camo pattern using the different colors of belts. Another nice detail that I appreciate. And also underneath the insole, underneath the zoom unit, you get this image of shrimp, which I'm not really sure what the meaning of that is. If anyone knows, definitely leave a comment. So I'm a little puzzled with this one. For sizing on these, so when I typically buy SB Dunks, I usually go up a half size for my normal dunk size, but that's just me. I find that all of the padding on the tongue is just a bit much, and when I go true to size, my feet are just way too tight. However, with this pair, I would actually suggest most of you guys to go up half a size because the material, the very thick canvas used on the sneaker, makes the shoe much tighter than Dunks typically feel. So yeah, I definitely suggest you guys to go up half a size. I do go true to size in most other Nike sneakers like Dunks, Air Max 1s, and also Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, 4s. And looking at what these are going for right now on the resale market, I guess they're not going for all that much considering this is a pretty limited SB Dunk. Most sizes are around 200 or so, which are pretty decent for SB Dunks these days. I think with the storytelling and all of the details of the shoe, in my opinion, they're definitely worth it at these prices. So of course, as always, I will leave a StockX link in the description in case you guys are thinking of copying. Overall, the Nike SB Dunk Albino and Preto, what are my overall thoughts on these? So I was watching a promo video for this shoe on the official Nike SB channel, and I had a look at the comments, and it seemed like every other comment was someone kind of angry about the fact that Nike SB collabed with a martial arts brand because they thought Nike SB was supposed to be just for skateboarders. And I gotta say, I don't really get that argument because you guys weren't really complaining when Nike was collabing with ice cream brands or fruit beverages or anime brands. I mean, Nike collabs with non-skateboarding brands all the time, so I don't really get that logic. I think this is an example of some pretty great execution by Nike. A lot of very dope hidden details here that whether you're a fan of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or skateboarding, you're going to appreciate this shoe. With that being said, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about this pair right here? And if you found this video useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping content just like this every single week, guys. Follow me on Instagram as well as check out my bi-weekly podcast. The links are all in the description. I'm very active on both of those platforms as well. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for stopping by. Peace.